Okay guys, so welcome back to the channel. So today we're just going to talk about the Reef tank, what's been happening in it and everything. I did get the iPhone 7 now, so we do have 4K video. I have a 128 gig version, so now we can have plenty of storage on there. Whereas before I just kind of had like minimal storage and didn't really have enough space to store all the 4K video and edit it. So anyways, here's the tank. As you can see, we have the bubble coral moved down here. The devil's hand coral is up here and it's actually like adhered to the rock that I put it on, so that's really nice. And then we've got the anemone here, the long tentacle, doing great. It's getting like a lot of color and the tips are getting really green. This leather coral down here is starting to shed, so that's why he's kind of funny looking. He's kind of like all plasticky looking. The devil's hand is shedding too, so his polyps aren't really out. And then we have this like huge fuzzy leather here. I think it's called the Cladelia leather. That's what it looks like to be, and it gets like super slimy if you touch it, which is really cool. We've got the zoas on this corner. You probably can't really see them, but there's the red zoas. They're behind this leather coral. They're doing okay. They're coming back. We have some green zoas up here. If you guys remember them from like day like 51, I'm pretty sure is when we got them, somewhere in there. But they're starting to grow back, which is cool. The zinnias are starting to pulse, and the stalks on the zinnia are getting like really long, which is really neat because the ones on this corner back here are like adhering to the glass and they're like sticking to it and everything. It's insane. It's completely crazy. We have some little pieces of zinnia like on the sides growing around too and everything, which is kind of cool. And then we have our little Monty cap frag over here, and we just can't get that thing to take off. I've been dosing like kalkwasser and everything. Been dosing like fuel. The zoas love the fuel, the leather coral seem to love the fuel and everything, and the kalkwasser, but like for some reason the hard corals like SPS and Montipores just don't do well in this tank. I don't know if it's because the leathers have a lot of toxins in them, and when they get stressed, they release toxins in the water, and it just gets it too dirty too quick. Every time I test the water, it comes out fine, so the toxins are really the only thing I can like think of. We keep the calcium in check, the water, top it off every single day. It's always like pretty much the same salinity, so I don't know. Who knows really? But the zoas are doing great, and that's what's really cool, because zoas have been like really hard to keep in this tank. If you guys have like kept along with this channel, we had Darth Vader zoas, or no, Darth Maul, that's what it was called, the Darth Maul zoas. We had those, and they all died. We had Utter Chaos, and they grew for like a month really good, and then those all died. The green ones all died, or so I thought, until they came back. These ones were kind of doing like on and off, these red ones. I think I just put them too high in the water column, they got too much light. But basically, the green leather is doing awesome. It's super bright. The Cladelia leather, or Colt coral, or whatever it is doing awesome. The bubble coral has moved down here now, and he's doing crazy good. He just blows up because Nemo hosts the anemone instead of hosting the bubble coral, which is awesome. I love that. It gives the bubble coral really a chance to grow, so I think we'll see a lot of growth of that bubble coral. And the zinnia is just growing everywhere. We got zinnia all over the tank, which is a good thing. I mean, I love the zinnia, you know, it's a great coral. And then the devil's hand is so cool. I really hope that takes off. And then hopefully in the future we'll get a bigger tank, and then we can make frags of all these guys, and I'll just start growing all over the place. And that's pretty much it, guys. That's pretty much the update. We still have the Talbot damsel. We still have the maroon clownfish. Haven't tried any new fish since then. We still have one peppermint shrimp. We have one red leg, 2 blue leg, 3 blue legs crabs, something like that. Hermit crabs. There's still like 1 or 2 pieces of bubble algae floating around the tank. And then we have like the 2 little Trocus snails, and we have a ninja snail, and he never moves. The ninja snail, he's been here for like a week. He's moved like that much in like 5 days. I don't know. I don't know what's up with the ninja snail. I don't know if he just doesn't move, if he's dying. I have no idea. And then we have coralline already growing back on the glass, which is like awesome. Corallines just grow so well. I can see on the glass from looking this way, there's stuff just growing on it already. The zinnia is climbing all the way up the glass too. It's insane. And the Kessil has been doing super great. I love the Kessil lights, guys. Definitely check out the Kessils if you can afford them. They're a little pricey. And then we have these little like Astorina starfish coming back, which is kind of like, you know, we can deal with that, whatever. The urchin eats all the coralline algae anyway, so what's the point? But anyways, the tank is looking great. Everything's outgrowing the tank, and hopefully we'll get a bigger tank and shove everything in there, and then we'll all just outgrow that tank someday. Who knows? But this has really just accomplished what I wanted to do when I bought this tank. I really wanted the leather tank, wanted like soft corals all over the place, all just stuck close to each other, and that's pretty much what this tank has become, which is amazing. This is like my dream of this tank come to life. So I'm really happy with it, guys. And that's pretty much the update. So thanks for watching, and thanks for my beautiful girlfriend for filming this.
You're welcome.
You're so cute.
This one.
What do I say? Whose tank is this?
Who am I?
Am I in it?
Put your head over a little bit more. Okay, not like that.